We all have some desires, and we want to manifest them. Like many of you, I practiced numerous techniques to manifest my desires, but none of them worked. Then a few years ago I came across Neville Goddard's ladder technique and decided to give it a try, and surprisingly, I manifested my biggest desires in only 1 week. So now the question is, how can you practice this technique accurately to manifest your desires? This is what I'm going to share with you in this video. The video is going to be super interesting, so watch this video till the end, and if you are new to our channel, subscribe to it and press the bell icon for more interesting, informative, and helpful videos on manifestation. So let's get started. Neville Goddard was a wonderful teacher and speaker who talked about the importance of imagination and thoughts. He believed that what we think can shape our reality. According to him, by using the power of our thoughts, we have the ability to create the life we want. Neville wrote numerous books and shared various techniques for manifesting our desires. He also had a group of students to whom he delivered inspiring lectures. Many of Neville's students applied his teachings to their own lives and experienced positive changes. They used his methods to manifest their dreams and create the lives they desired. Neville's teachings emphasized the significance of visualization and mental imagery. He encouraged his students to vividly imagine themselves already living the life they wanted, as if it were already a reality. Neville gave his students an interesting task. He told them to imagine climbing up and down a ladder in their minds for 3 nights before going to sleep. He also asked them to write the phrase, "I will not climb a ladder," and put the notes where they would see them during the day. The purpose of seeing these written words was to convince themselves that they wouldn't climb a ladder. After 3 days, they were told to stop doing the exercise. At the end of the week, Neville welcomed the students who had climbed a ladder to attend his next lecture. Surprisingly, only a small group of students came back. One of Neville's students, named O. Locker, shared Neville's message with the students who returned. According to Locker, Neville said, "Now all of you have climbed the ladder, but instead of climbing the ladder, you could have achieved something amazing, like making a lot of money. I'm going to teach you how to be healthy, wealthy, and wise." This is what Locker understood from Neville's words. For 3 nights, the participants followed Neville's instructions. They were told to imagine climbing a ladder as they fell asleep, while also sleeping in a position they weren't used to. For example, if someone usually slept on their left side, they were asked to sleep on their right side for those 3 nights. Similarly, if they didn't usually sleep on their backs, they were advised to try sleeping on their backs. The idea behind this was that by sleeping in an unfamiliar position, it would be harder for them to fall asleep easily. Instead, they were encouraged to vividly imagine themselves climbing a ladder, as if they were actually doing it at that moment. They repeated the process of climbing up and down the ladder in their imagination until they fell asleep. The exercise involved closing their eyes and visualizing a ladder in front of them. They were instructed to use their imaginary left hand to hold the left side of the ladder and their imaginary right hand to hold the right side. They would imagine lifting their imaginary left foot and placing it on the first step, and then continuing climbing. When they reached the top, they would come back down and repeat the process. The next morning, they were asked to write several notes saying, "I will not climb a ladder," and truly mean it. In Neville's time, his students would write these words and put the notes in their wallets or on mirrors where they would see them every day. Nowadays, people have found success by creating an image with the words, "I will not climb a ladder," and using it as their cell phone lock screen or wallpaper. They can also say this image on their laptops or computers as a screensaver or wallpaper. Neville emphasized the importance of both imagining climbing a ladder before sleep and writing the words, "I will not climb a ladder," and placing the notes where they could see them throughout the day. He said that doing both of these tasks was crucial for the success of the exercise. After 3 days, the participants were told to stop doing the exercise. If within a week, someone hadn't climbed a ladder, they could choose to repeat the exercise for another 3 days or continue until they succeeded. Alternatively, they could try the exercise with a simpler goal. Once they successfully completed the imaginary ladder climb, it symbolized achieving their desired outcomes in life, whether it was good health, wealth, happiness, love, wisdom, or any other important goal they had. Neville explained that climbing a ladder might seem like a simple and random task, but it represents the heartfelt desires we have in life. He encouraged the participants to view their goals and dreams similarly. By imagining vividly that they were climbing a ladder and truly believing that they would achieve their goals, they could overcome any doubts or obstacles that might get in the way. The purpose of the exercise was to remove mental and emotional barriers that could hinder their progress toward achieving their desires. The idea behind this exercise was rooted in the power of the mind and the principles of making things happen. Neville believed that by using focused imagination and aligning thoughts and beliefs with desires, people could turn those desires into reality. Climbing the ladder symbolized the journey towards fulfilling dreams and goals. Beyond the literal act of climbing a ladder, Neville taught his students to apply this principle to all areas of life. He encouraged them to use their imagination and beliefs to overcome obstacles, create positive outcomes, and bring their deepest desires to life. The ladder exercise was a way to practice and improve their mental abilities and consciously create the life they wanted. The exercise also emphasized the importance of repetition and consistency. Neville instructed his students to practice the ladder climb for 3 nights in a row and reinforce their intention by repeatedly writing the affirmation, "I will not climb a ladder," and placing it where they would see it often. By repeatedly affirming and visualizing their desired outcome, they were programming their subconscious mind to align with their conscious desires and strengthening their belief that they would not climb a ladder. Neville's teachings were based on the idea that our thoughts and beliefs shape our reality. By adopting a mindset of success, abundance, and fulfillment, people could attract positive experiences and outcomes. The ladder exercise was a practical tool to shift their mindset and reprogram their subconscious beliefs, providing a foundation for manifesting their desires. It's important to note that the ladder exercise wasn't about avoiding the physical act of climbing a ladder. It was a symbolic representation of surpassing limitations and achieving goals. Participants were encouraged to apply the principles and mindset cultivated through the exercise to any area of their lives where they wanted transformation and success. The important lesson learned from this exercise was the importance of focusing on general desires instead of getting caught up in specific details that could hinder progress. Instead of constantly questioning the specifics of climbing a ladder or how it would happen, participants learned to focus on their broader aspirations. If someone couldn't climb a ladder within a week, they were encouraged not to be too hard on themselves. In today's fast-paced world, there are many distractions, and people's ability to vividly imagine things has decreased. Neville compared this to a pianist who practices diligently to become disciplined and improve their skills. Similarly, individuals need to practice regularly and fine-tune the skill of imagining. For those who struggle with imagining, here's a helpful tip. Before going to bed each night, take a few moments to remember every detail of your day. Think about how you got into bed, the feeling of brushing your teeth, the warmth of petting your dog, the taste or smell of your last meal, the conversations you had before bed, and any thoughts that lingered from the day. Stay focused and concentrate, as it's crucial. If your mind wanders, don't be discouraged. Simply redirect your focus. According to Neville, consciousness is the only reality, as he emphasized in his lecture. To fully engage in the exercise, visualize climbing a ladder with your eyes closed. Imagine yourself climbing the steps. Neville suggested condensing your desire into a single action and repeating it in your imagination until it feels real. By taking a more general approach to desires, participants in the exercise found that they could avoid getting fixated on specific details. Instead of being too attached to the idea of climbing a ladder, they embraced a flexible mindset that allowed their desires to manifest in different ways. This change in perspective helped them overcome obstacles and remain open to possibilities. It's important to note that climbing a physical ladder wasn't the main goal of the exercise. It symbolized progress and achievement. By focusing on the broader desire for personal growth, participants tapped into their imagination and its creative power. The advice given to those who couldn't climb a ladder within a week came from a place of self-compassion and understanding of the challenges we face in today's world. With so many distractions, it's easy to lose touch with our imaginative abilities. Neville's analogy of a pianist practicing diligently highlighted the need for discipline and improving the skill of imagining. Like any skill, it requires consistent effort and perseverance to strengthen and develop. To help you imagine things more easily, there's a practical strategy you can try. Take a moment to recall and think about the specific details of your day. Remember the events that took place, how you felt, and the thoughts you had. By consciously revisiting these things, you can become more aware and improve your ability to create mental pictures in your mind. It's like exercising your imagination. This practice also has another benefit. It helps you train your focus and concentration, which are really important skills when it comes to imagining things. Just like how you need to concentrate when reading a book or solving a puzzle, Focusing your mind on the details of your day can sharpen your ability to create vivid mental images. Neville believed that our thoughts and mental states have a strong influence on our experiences. He had an interesting idea. He suggested that you try closing your eyes and picturing yourself climbing a ladder. The goal is to really engage your mind and fully immerse yourself in this mental image. Imagine the feeling of each step as you ascend the ladder. By repeating this visualization exercise, you can make it feel more real and solidify your belief that what you desire can actually happen. In simpler terms, by imagining yourself climbing a ladder with your eyes closed, you are training your mind to create strong mental pictures. The more you practice this exercise, the more you can believe in the possibility of your desires becoming reality. It's like building up your imagination's muscles. So, to summarize, taking the time to reflect on the details of your day can enhance your ability to visualize and imagine things. It's a way to strengthen your focus and concentration, which are important for creating mental images. By picturing yourself climbing a ladder in your mind, you can train your imagination and reinforce your belief in the power of your thoughts. Keep practicing and you'll see the amazing things your mind can create. I hope I delivered a good analysis of this method by Neville Goddard, as he was a great teacher and inspired millions of people around the world. If you want to share your opinion, comment down below this video. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to it and press the bell icon for more interesting, informative, and helpful videos on manifestation. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.